Hey, what's up there? Dr. Jason here, board certified naturopath. I want to talk to you today about debunking 3 huge issues with when it comes to weight loss and trying to lose weight. Things that, hopefully people are getting more educated about, but are still an issue out there because people just are sometimes looking for a shortcut, or I know you want results quickly, and they're just still believing some of the myths and lies out there. So let's talk about them, jumping right into that. Number 1, the kind of old school cardio plus diet. Let's say we want to trim down, we're trying to lose some weight. You know what? I think I'm going to go to my local gym. I'm going to do an hour of cardio every day. When I've started with nothing and done 0 for years, let's do an hour of cardio every day. And I'm going to cut my calories way back, because I heard that, if I want to lose, 500 calories a day deficit, and after a week I can lose about a pound a week or so, because, there's 3,500 calories in a pound of fat, right? Your body is not a 1 + 1 arithmetic equation. It doesn't work like that, guys. I wish it did, but it doesn't. When you do that much cardio after doing nothing for a long time, first of all, you're going to create lots of inflammation. You have to build up slowly to that level. Inflammation makes you hurt. It increases insulin resistance. Inflammation is not good. It can actually cause some health issues, number 1. Number 2, you're going to go from eating a certain level of calories to quickly creating a deficit. Your hypothalamus is going to kind of freak out. It's going to be like, what's going on here? Its job is to keep you safe and to help you survive your environment. So it's going to offset some of these hormones. Plus your hypothalamus, it kind of contributes to what's called a set point of your metabolism, how it communicates with all the hormones in your body. It's going to kind of have something to say about this giant deficit of calories that you just increased, okay? And you may lose some weight, by the way, but that's going to be coming back. We'll talk about that in a second. And then the diet part, when you, again, go into a caloric deficit, your body is going to counteract that at some point. It's going to come back and bite you. What happens typically when we go on cardio, routines like excessively and drop the calories in our diet, we're going to end up losing muscle mass. When you lose muscle mass, you drop your metabolic rate. That means you burn fewer calories at rest. If you add to it that hypothalamic adaptation I just told you about, where it's going to try to correct for what you just did, it's going to bring your metabolism crashing down. Now what happens is you get burned out, especially psychologically, from that diet and exercise, that cardio and diet, and you're going to start to stop doing all that cardio and start to bring back your normal calories. But guess what? Your metabolism is now down here. So you have a mismatch. What you're consuming, because you're going back to your default, and what you've created, there's a net gain in caloric energy. Plus we haven't talked about gut health, we haven't talked about sleep, all the other things involved with losing weight properly. And now guess what? Weight is going to come flying back like really quickly. Now that's if you lost any. A lot of people try diet and exercise and they don't lose a pound because of all the factors I mentioned, and then some inflammation. But anyway, so that doesn't work. Number 2, keto. I'm going to keep spouting this out there that there is a place for ketogenic diets. I'll just mention a few. I'm not saying to do this, but the cases I have with folks with some different types of cancers, different types of neurological disorders, keto can be really helpful because it does certain things in our brain, like ketone bodies, that glucose can't do or doesn't do well. But there's exceptions, right, for the keto. Otherwise, again, I don't think it's really smart to cut out carbs completely. Can we reduce them a little bit? Absolutely. But to actually go into ketogenesis for a long period of time can tell our hypothalamus we're not okay. It can stress it out, and it can then go into, again, this survival mode, which, what does that do? It lowers your metabolic rate. It lowers thyroid output. You don't make as much thyroxine. You don't convert as much to T3. From T4 to T3, you start making reverse T3. Puts the brakes on metabolism. What is that going to do? When you get done with keto, even if you lost some weight, again, we're going to have this deficit again between what you go back to consuming and where your metabolism is. And there's that weight gain gap again. That weight's coming back, okay? So be careful with that. Diet foods is another big one. Just because it's low calorie, just because it's like sugar-free, just because it doesn't have a lot of nutrients in it as far as calories, doesn't mean you can eat the heck out of it. In fact, in studies, those that eat consistently diet foods and diet drinks, ready for it? You ready? Okay. Weighed more than those that consume the regular thing. Am I saying that like regular pop, like Pepsi, Coke, is amazing for health? And didn't say that, okay? I'm just saying when you consume a diet food, you artificially tell your body you're going to get calories, you're going to get fed. That sweet taste from, whatever, Splenda, sucralose, whatever it is, even too much stevia, tells our body, hey, food's coming. what happens is there is no reward or no food actually consumed, right? Because you're eating low calorie, no calorie food. Your body is tricked. The hormones are all screwed up. Insulin kind of gets elevated. That makes you hungry. You often overeat calories at the next meal to make up for that. That's why eating diet foods really doesn't help at all. So don't think you can get a free pass and just eat low carb this or low fat that or sugar free this or that. I want you to eat real food, right? I want you to drink real water. I want you to eat and drink, kind of old school, right? Let's just do it the right way and not think we can get away with it by just calorie counting all the time. So those are 3 food myths to hopefully help you with the idea behind weight loss and how to do it a little bit smarter. All right, that's it for now. Take care. Bye-bye.